News crew is live.
And let's start with that. Going right now to that breaking news, our Darius Johnson live near the quad, where protesters are being told to disband and get out of there or they will be charged. Darius, good morning. You can see this better than we can. What's going on right now? Darius, can you hear us out there? I know it's a very developing situation right now as we zoom in to this encampment there. I know he's getting set up for this live shot. Things have just started to come. Darius, can you hear us?
Get too close to the scene either, but again, we're even hearing some activity out there. Darius, can you hear us this morning? All right, it looks like we're having issues getting to Darius, but again, what you are seeing.
We're going to give him just a moment. He looks like he's still getting set up with his photographer there as we see. We have another live picture here at the scene as this encampment, as we start. All right, looks like tents are now coming down. They're being tossed over. We're seeing some of those umbrellas that have been set up, some of the tents that have been set up now being taken down. Looks like those officers, Mugo, in riot gear are the ones that are pushing these encampments over, the ones we've been seeing since last Monday. And this comes as negotiations are still stalled between the university and those pro-Palestine protesters. We're trying to hear if they're on that.
Clearly, we're hearing some activity there. We're seeing some activity as well. Just to zoom out from the camera there, you can also see a police car out on the scene. So again, some activity right now on campus at the University of Chicago. This is the encampment that students have set up. They've been there since last Monday, and this is over the war between Israel and Hamas. And this is coming also as you consider the fact that Israel is now in a different region over in the Palestine area, and people are very much not happy about that because there was supposed to be a ceasefire that Hamas agreed to, but then Israel said that the agreement is really not what they are looking for. So the war continues over in the Gazan area, and of course we have students in the United States. This is not just at the University of Chicago, Audrey. Now we are talking in California, we're talking in Texas, Columbia obviously now saying they're not going to have their main graduation ceremony because of this. So again, we know Darius is out there on scene. Darius, can you hear us this morning?
Hey, Mugo, good morning. Yes, I have you right now. Take a look at this. You're looking at 57th, 58th and University Avenue right now. You can see that they are bringing in construction equipment. At one point around 4:45 this morning, we saw where they had all of this construction equipment blocking off University Avenue. We knew something was about to start at that point because we saw University of Chicago police slowly begin to make their way into the campus and started to drive into the quad. Once they made their way into the quad, there was a notification over a loudspeaker from the vehicles that you see right here, the University of Chicago police vehicles. It said, "You are hereby notified that you are committing criminal trespassing by remaining on this private property without permission. You are ordered to disperse immediately. Anybody who fails will be criminally charged. Students who fail to comply with this order will be subject to university discipline and immediately placed on a leave of absence." Immediately after that, you started to see the Allied Universal Security, who are kind of in their neon vests, who are lined up along the quad right now. They kind of lined the quad as police. University of Chicago police were seen in riot gear with shields, with helmets, tactical gear, all of these things, making their way into the encampment, starting to break it down. You were hearing the loud noises of them breaking down the barriers of the encampment that students and protesters, those pro-Palestinian protesters, have had blocking this area really for today would have been the 9th day that they've been here over the last week or so, as they've continued to make their voices heard, and they've continued to ask for the university to disclose and divest in its ties to Israel. So, you know, as you're taking a look right now, you really see as they continue to make their way into campus, we started to hear a lot of those students chanting. They started singing. They ordered all of the students to exit on the opposite side of the quad at Levy Hall. We have another camera on that side. Our photographer Lou is trying to get video of those students as they are being ushered out of campus right now. But this has been taking place for about the last 10 minutes or so. It was quick. We had been hearing that this would possibly take place. We heard that it was possibly going to take place yesterday at midnight. That didn't happen. This morning when we arrived around 3 a.m., students were protecting this encampment out of fear that the university would come in and break things down. The university never said if and when it will do so. It was just apparent this morning when we saw a lot of the construction crews kind of blocked off at one area that they would be making their way in at some point. So definitely feel free to chime in if you all have any questions. We're still just watching. We're still trying to assess the situation right now and see what's all taking place. We haven't really been able to get any further than where we are right now to really see what's left of the encampment. But looking around, I can see tents on the ground. I see wooden pieces. I see some of those barriers, those fences. They really went in very fast and kind of cleared a lot of this out in about 10 minutes or less. So we still hear students on campus chanting. It seems like they are on the other side of the quad where our other photographer is with that second camera.
And Darius, we will chime in here because from our other camera, we were seeing flags being taken off trees. We were seeing tents being taken down by those officers in helmets and tactical gear. Right now, we're seeing chants from students. They're locking arms. We're seeing the police line of those officers in tactical gear on one side. On the other side, we're seeing the pro-Palestine protesters locking arms and chanting, as we're told just minutes ago that police at the UChicago are telling people to disperse or they will be charged. Now, this is something we often see in protests, and we've seen across the country. It's these two lines. You've got the line of police, you've got the line of students, and what we're going to look for here is if anyone breaches that line. That's a really big tension point in a protest like this, as these students here are now chanting as we see the encampment come down, Mugo.
Correct. And right now it looks to be a peaceful type protest, aside from the chants you're hearing from students right now as they lock arms together. As Audrina mentioned, on the other side we saw police officers as well. But again, no one breaching that line. Everyone basically on their side of the street there. You hear students chanting, officers on the other end just standing quietly, but basically standing sort of like a fence, stopping those students from moving any further. What we're seeing, though, at this point is no one is doing that. Students have basically just locked arms and they're chanting.
And of course, these students are part of the nationwide movement that we've been seeing, calling for immediate divestment from companies profiting from Israeli businesses amid the war in Gaza. And Darius, I hear you just chime in. Anything else that you're seeing, or have we seen any arrests? Have we seen any type of conflict?
And Audrina and Mugo, I'm watching that same picture. We actually have a picture out here where I'm able to see what's taking place on that side as well, so it's able to provide me a little bit of context. We have not seen anyone being arrested or anything at this point. You know, I've been covering this for the last couple of days, and I've been speaking to a lot of the students who have been on the front lines. I've been speaking to the faculty members who have also been here with the students as well, standing in solidarity with many of them. And all of them say that they are willing to be arrested because they say they are out here to ensure that their voices are heard. They want the university to take accountability for the role that they play in all of this. Just on Friday, it was an image just like this where you saw police lined in riot gear along